Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the comic jabroni, coming at you today. Got a special video for you with the hype behind issue 95 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and especially this retailer incentive. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the top retailer incentive 1 in 10 ratio variants of the IDW Ninja Turtle run that's in my collection. And I might have some toys or a movie or something along those lines to associate with each book. So stay tuned and we're going to get into the list. Peace. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Like I said, we're going to get into my top 5 cover ratio incentive variants for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW run, because issue 95 of this series came out 2-3 weeks ago, and it blew up online, and especially this 1 in 10 ratio variant done by Ben Bates. If you guys don't know, this issue right here is the first appearance of Jenica as one of the turtles. She transforms, she becomes a turtle. In the story, we don't know if what color she's gonna take as far as a bandana, but we do know that they have released some footage or some pictures of it, and she's gonna go with the yellow bandana. So I figured, let me take this time out to show you what's in my personal collection, because I have been getting these retailer incentives for about the past 50, 60 issues or so. I am missing a little bit, a couple of them, but I do have issues 1 through 95 of this run, and about half of it are retailer incentives. So I wanted to take this time to show you what are my favorites and maybe something that you guys can go out there and go find for yourself. So these are gonna go in order. The last one is gonna be my favorite out of them all. So let's go ahead, get started with the list. All right, so first one on the list, this is issue number 76, done by Ryan Brown. I have a Triceraton toy to show off this book, because this issue right here is the Invasion of the Triceratons, part 1 of 5. In this issue, you get the Triceratons coming back to Earth and trying to take back Earth, because through this series, we find out that the Triceratons were Triceratops, right? And they were just taken from planet Earth and done some mutations on, and they turn into these Triceratons, right? And they're space, not really space pirates, but they're just like a space warrior base, and they're trying to come back to Earth, and they're saying, this is our planet, we're coming back to take it back. So through these 5 issues, you see this really big war in New York City. Absolutely love this cover, just shows the grittiness and just how angry the Turtles can be, with Leonardo right there up front. Absolutely dig this cover, guys. Man, right there, issue number 76. Let's get into the next one. All right, next up on the list, we've got issue number 93 right here. This kicks off the City at War storyline. The reason you went to go pick up 95 is because of what's going on that starts off in issue number 93. The cover is done by Dan Duncan. Dan Duncan has been a regular on the Turtles run since the very beginning. He actually did the artwork on issues 1 through anywhere between 11 and 15, somewhere around that range. This is City at War, like I said, part 1. And I love this cover, and the reason I have the original Ninja Turtles movie up with it is because this cover really reminds me of that fight that you get in this movie between Raphael and Casey Jones, right? He's wearing that trench coat, he's just walking out, minding his own business, and he gets in this fight with Casey Jones, and Casey Jones just hits him with, I think it was a hockey stick, man. Hits him with the hockey stick. He loses one of his size, and at the end he's like, damn! I absolutely loved this movie and this cover. Man, that's a dope cover. You can tell Raphael has maybe gotten the crap beat out of him. Absolutely loving it, guys. Let's continue on with the list. All right, next up on the list, guys, we've got issue number 82, cover art done by Will Robson. Right, absolutely love this cover. This is part 2 of the Kingdom of Rats story. That is exactly why I have the Rat King sitting next to this issue. If you didn't know, the Rat King is this human that gets into the sewers and has the following of all the rats. Somehow he has mind manipulation over rats and gets them to do whatever he wants. Now, in the IDW run, Rat King is a little bit different than what we remember from the cartoons, right? In the IDW run, he's kind of like a god, and he has a pantheon of brothers and sisters that are all different types of gods as well. In this, he has taken over the minds of children, and he's getting them to kind of follow him along like rats, and he's going to get them to a bridge to jump off the bridge. It's pretty insane for a Ninja Turtles story. About this cover though, done by Will Robson, guys, I love just the simplicity of this cover. The turtles hanging out in New York City on one of these stairwells on the side of a building, eating pizza, looking up at the stars, looking at how beautiful the city is. You know, I love this cover. Man, if you guys can go out there and find this cover, I think this is probably one of the better covers that the 1 in 10 variants have done. So, Rat King, not sure about you guys, but he was really one of my favorite villains from the whole Turtles cartoon run back in the day. Pretty much one of my favorites, I gotta say, as far as the figures go. I remember having him as a kid. This is not the same one I had as a kid, because the one I had as a kid, he was missing his legs, he was missing his arm. I like this figure though. You can look at it. He has rats kind of crawling all over him. Looks like he's just taped up. Doesn't really have clothes on him except for some bandages that he has on. Absolutely love this figure. Love this cover. I'm digging the Rat King. Let me know what you guys think. But let's get on to the next one. All right, next up on the list, we're going a little bit earlier in the run. Issue number 11, done by Zach Howard. Guys, digging this cover because it gives me the Batman vibe. Now, you guys know I absolutely dig Batman. I love reading Batman, but I like those covers where Batman is on the side of a building with a gargoyle and he's looking over. And that's exactly what I'm getting from this cover. As far as the story goes, well, let me first get into why I have Donatello sitting on this this toilet, whatever you want to call it. Because if you look at the cover, only 3 of the 4 turtles are there. So I figured, let me get some representation from Donatello in there, because he's not everybody's favorite, but he's a great turtle, man. The smartest of the bunch. How's the cartoon song go? Donatello does machines. That's funny stuff, man. Story though, if you guys can find this issue, definitely pick it up. You have an awesome fight scene between Splinter and Alopex, which is another mutant that they introduced in this IDW run. And at the very end of this issue, you get the setup for the first time that the Shredder and Splinter are going to face off in this IDW run, which leads to bigger and better and badder things later on in this run, guys. Definitely pick up issue number 11. This is the retailer incentive, though. If you can even get just a regular cover, pick them up, guys. All right, my favorite out of all my 1 in 10 retailer incentive covers of this IDW run has to be issue number 1 that started this whole 95 issue saga that we have gone on. This is a Kevin Eastman drawn 1 in 10 cover, ratio cover, and it is signed by Kevin Eastman. If you watch my video from a couple weeks ago where I unboxed it, JoJo from Pop.Comics actually got this signed for me when she went to one of the Comic Cons in Las Vegas. And he drew his infamous little turtle, right? He always signs Kevin Eastman, and he'll draw the face of one of the turtles on his on the book where he signs. Absolutely love it. I could not believe that I found this maybe about 2 or 3 months ago at a brand new comic shop here in town, and I found it at cover price. Cover price. Look this book up, guys. It's going for anywhere between $100 and $150, and I picked it up for cover price. Sometimes the rich just get richer, huh? Loving it. Guys, what do you think about this Ninja Turtles run? And has the popularity of issue 95 gotten you to go out and pick up some turtles? Or maybe Edwin the Comic Jabroni has piqued your interest just a little bit with all the damn turtle talk that I've had. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and guess what? I'm a big enough dude to say, I love some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, guys. This is great writing, great artwork, and I can't get enough. What do you guys think of my top 5 covers, 1 in 10 ratio variants in my personal collection. Let me know, do you guys have any in your collection? They're a little bit harder to come by. A lot of comic shops aren't going to order even 10 copies of the regular cover to even get one of these, but I've been lucky. I have about 50 to 60% of my whole collection of IDW Turtles run, like I said, is the 1 in 10 ratio variants, and there's some nice ones out there. So let me know, guys, what do you think of the video? What do you think of these covers? So until next time, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Peace.